Welcome to the Smoking Word. Welcome to the Smoking Word.
You see, this time it was a go. What's up, everybody? We are back with another one. Smoking Word. Yo, shout out to everybody who's been tuning in. We have a lot more episodes coming in, but on this one, we had to take it back to this is family on this one, but we had to take it to Long Island. I'm not sure where you living at now, but coming straight from Long Island, straight out of Long Island, Strong Island, Stevie Gallo.
What up, Hoya Rock?
Fires. Listen, I was just all morning. I was blasting your shit. I was like, because when you were dropping it originally, I remember you sent me stuff and I heard it, and I have a playlist, but then I said, let me go back to it. Yo, that's just the production on I tell you right now, the song, you got the two tracks online, and one of them is the intro with the other one. Where did you record it? Yo, that shit sounds really good, dude.
Yo, I got a guy. I keep him secret. I keep that.
Oh, I was gonna say tight. You got a guy. I might need to know who this guy is.
No. I'm just kidding. I want to shout him out right now. John Iandivio. He does his front row recording.
Yo, for real, that shit sounds really good because it's clean. And first, I knew the band could play, but I was like, yo, this shit, like, with the production and because you guys are metallic, I was really not surprised, but I was like, damn, this shit sounded better than what I in my head or whatever, production wise and whatever. And I was like, yo, where the fuck did he record? And we'll get into that. I want to ask about how you went about recording some of that shit because I was impressed. I liked, because the music is, you have a lot of fast stuff. And I was just talking this with, who was I talking with? Somebody about writing fast riffs. Jordan from Terra. Shout out to Jordan. We're talking about to write fast parts it's harder than you think because to make it not sound mushy. I always had that problem. And you had some really dope shit on that. That's why I was saying, man, they pulled it off. And I was out. But
thank you, Hoya. Thank you.
But homeboy, what was he saying? Who was the guy that recorded it? So say
John Idivio. He does his company's called Front Row Recording. And he's just fucking amazing. He's bomb. Like, we went in there and I was able to do my tracks, and I had the guys come in, I had my drummer come in. I play guitar with this shit. So this is all new with me. Like, I'm playing guitar solos and trying to fucking
and the guitar sounded big, dude. Yo, like, I mean, it sounds like what everything is now, like even production wise. That's what I was saying. I was like, man, it's really well done, man. And I'm back. I've always been listening to production and stuff, but I just dropped some new stuff too. So I'm listening again to production again, what people are doing, and I'm like, damn, that shit sounds good. And where did you find them?
I found him through, shout out to the band Damn Your Eyes, my guitar player Artie. He works with him, and I did a recording. I was just having a hard time with the mixing. Actually, our first EP, he mixed it and kind of like boom, like fucking got it really nice. But you can hear the difference between the first EP and where we recorded fully with him to where it's just when I heard it, I was like, my God, this is exactly what I'm fucking going for. Like
that last shit I just heard, because I was listening, sounds really, really good, dude. And I was listening on YouTube in my house. I got a sound bar. I was like, damn, that thing bumps. You know what I mean? And even the performance wise. Now let me ask you this: what happened along the way? You got tired of carrying those fucking drums. You said, yo, let's economize. Listen, I always know you were a musician guy. Your whole family was. Like, I know you always had a lot of music in you and all that same thing with like your brother. We all, it's very musical. But where did the guitar come in this much where you were like, yo, I'm going to do it and take it? Because it's not easy. Like, I write on guitar, but I wouldn't be confident enough to play guitar in a band.
Yeah, it's something, it's Hoya. I've been playing guitar to write music. I've always written a lot of music in all the bands that I was in. And it's something it's always been in me, man. Like if there's a guitar in the room, even my friends growing up, like, oh, there's a guitar in the room, keep it away from Stevie. He's gonna grab that shit and you're gonna hear Metallica for 3 hours. Like,
yeah.
But I was just writing everything. Like I took this on, me and my boy. Shout out to Chris Nolan, my singer. Like, we put this thing together and we found the band that we have now. Thank God, they're fucking amazing. I love my band. But we did this together. He's like, yo, just fucking write a song. Write a song, whatever comes out from you. You know, just do it. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to play drums in this because I'm writing this shit. And then I'm like, I don't want to have to convey to somebody how I want this played, because you know what? I can play this a certain way. And I've always had that real metallic fucking James Hetfield wrist.
Yeah.
I mean, thank God for the drumming fucking for so many years, all the fucking fast agnostic front and human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like all that shit's been a part of me, but I had that wrist on my snare hand. So I got that speed and just playing metal, Metallica and Slayer my whole fucking life. And when I wrote this stuff, I was like, I'm gonna fucking play guitar. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna push myself. And it's a whole new world, bro.
Yeah, right.
Being out there and playing guitar live and learning fucking equipment and
and especially even more than taking it that far, just from the point of drums, you're beating the shit out of it, and you are a hard hitter. As much as guitar players, bass players want to say, yo, I play hard, we all know you could play hard, so hard. You all said it's gonna sound like shit. It's not. You could act it and play it off, but really to get the best sound, you're not, blasting it really per se.
Right.
For me, I know that's a problem for me to hold back because I'm like, man, I got a gorilla paw. So I was
yeah.
Was that a problem for you to like, because guitar is, it's more finesse and your stuff is more, it's not just meathead. It's got a lot more to it. There's more layers to some of the riffs you have.
Yeah. You're right. You can't I would too, and I'll play fucking hard. Them strings go right out of tune.
Yeah.
And you're popping them like fucking crazy.
Exactly.
It's suave, man. Just have to have that. You gotta be, it's intricate. And when I'm writing, I got this crazy Slayer, Kerry King, Henneman, Kirk Hammett, James Hetfield. When I write, I hear I'm writing for two guitars because I know it makes it more interesting. It makes it fuller. You can create more noise. You can create more sounds, not noise, but like.
No, for sure. It fills up space. I love two guitars, for sure.
Thin Lizzy, baby. Like, that's my shit. Like you like putting those harmonies and all that there, those Iron Maiden fucking harmonies and like.
But you're right. You're writing. Right. Yeah, you write on guitar, whatever. But how did this come up? Like, where did the drums stop? I know not that it officially fully stopped or did it or whatever. But when
I still play. I still play with Inhuman.
Yeah, so I figured, I always figured you'd still be playing, and I know they'll do they're doing some stuff here, and Human be popping up and doing shows. Where was when the transition was for this band then?
Yeah.
To be fully okay, I'm gonna play guitar, and then we're gonna play out, and you say we're gonna play out, and I'm gonna play guitar live.
Yeah, and then I was like, I didn't know what the fuck I got myself into, kid. Because I didn't know I'm a fucking meathead drummer, you know what I mean? I'm blasting the fucking kit, hitting hard as I can. I don't know how to plug anything in, work with electronics. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I had to learn pedals and then how to go into the effects loop and how to get this pedal to work and what sounds like shit, what doesn't. Like I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was never considered myself a guitar player, you know what I mean? I consider myself someone that played guitar and wrote music.
Yeah.
But now, like, I could consider myself a guitarist because I'm out there fucking doing it. It was hard. It was, I mean, shout out to Craig Agnostic Front. Shout out to fucking Craig Ahead. Shout out to fucking Joe and Human. Fucking all these dudes that I was just like hitting up and like, yo, what the fuck is going on? What am I doing? And they all, and they would all, they could tell you, all right, hook this into the effects. Like, yo, how do I get a sound? Like, how are we gonna get? And they're all like, yo, you just, I fucking Joe put it to me best. He was like, I can tell you what to plug in, and I could tell you because he gets a fucking banging sound.
Yeah.
Kid's got
Oh,
just
yeah.
fucking talent for sound, and it's a whole other fucking world together. He's like, you gotta find it. You have to find it in yourself what you want and figure out. He said, he goes, I can't tell you how you want that fucking thing to sound, you know, and like it took me. Like, and let me tell you, man, this wasn't just like, you know, like, all right, let me just know. This was me like fucking a whole year of getting into learning how to put everything together and then figuring out how to fuck with these dials to actually get the sound that I want.
Yeah.
And I'm still not great at it. Yesterday at band practice, Audie was like, he went over. He's like, well, let me see your see your amp.
Yeah. Work on it. Yo, let me tell you, man. You know, I played with the band for 30 years, and every guitars I knew, there wasn't one that was not always changing. You know, trying something new. You know, it's never ending. It's one. You know what it means. You know what I think is that it shows that you're still interested and you're still loving the trade, because you constantly want to grow with the thing and not just settling for like, oh, I got a cool sound, I'm good with it. But it could be better. You know, so it's good, meaning because you wanted to, you know, to hang. Some people don't do that, take that much pride in, and
it's
you know,
always
it's alert, because I know killers like, you know, Matty Henderson was a killer. The last day he would try anything to be like, yo, I'll try this, try that, you know, fuck it, like whatever works.
Better.
Yeah, let's get it better. And when did this, like, when now, year wise, did this band start? Because I know when I remember seeing it, but I don't remember it was during the 3-year vacation or right before it. It was before, right?
It was basically right at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yes, because I remember it kind of like that, and then the pandemic. So I wasn't sure if it was early on, but okay, so it was right at. I
was on tour with I was playing drums with Kings Never Die, Larry and Danny.
Shout out
and
to them.
We'll get into what state I was in at that moment. I was a fucking wreck, Hoya. You know me when I was younger, and it was a little bit more. I was out of control, but you don't even know, like, God.
What happened? So what happened?
He's that. He'll tell you. He would see me every day. He'd be like, yo, nigga, it's fucking 8 o'clock. You're out of control already.
Yeah.
Like, but I was on. Total crazy coincidence. I was on the road with Kings Never Die. We wanted to play in Detroit. And we're in Detroit. I forget the name of the fucking club. Not even going to try because my brain shot. I wound up meeting my girl that night. That's an amazing woman. Shout out to Nicole. I love you, baby. She's been with me and stuck by me through a hell of a lot of shit. But she was good friends with my singer, Chris. And she introduced me to him. And me and him got pretty tight. We were just talking about music, and then he's like, yo, just because I was telling him I wanted to do something. He's a fucking badass singer. He's like, yo, just fucking write a song for us real quick. Put together a song. Wound up being our song that we actually finished off the EP with and all our sets. It's called Left to Be Found. And I sent it to him, and something happened. Because, like, I've always been this metalhead and hardcore guy and fucking Madball guy, AF guy. And, like, I always wanted to get that hardcore, that right mix between hardcore and the metal and fucking Metallica. Like, I was always trying to fucking write the next Master of Puppets. And yo, that's been done already, kid. You ain't touching it. And it's that shit, fucking Rain and Blood, Master of Puppets, that shit you can't fucking touch, Noah. No one, I'm sorry, humankind, it's been done. It's over. We'll never touch that shit. It's perfection. But I was always trying to do that, which was good because it got my chops up and it taught me how to harmonize and all that. But there's a side of me that I like a lot of different fucking music. And I like a lot of melodic shit. And I fucking love post-hardcore. I fucking love Quicksand.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we come from that era where I think at the time we didn't give ourselves enough credit to be as versatile, because a lot of us we would go from this matinee, then go see Quicksand into another, and then go see, Bull Thrower. or somebody.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah, exactly.
it'll be some both throw on a Monday, and you know the
Yo,
Sunday matinee. Yeah, it was like but we would go to anything extreme. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So for me, it ain't nothing. I always knew you were more the metallic side, but it was to me, it was like, New York in general is like you either on the metallic hardcore side or the punk hardcore side, but it's either one. So they know it's either one.
Exactly. And that's what I wanted to change. And I wanted to put something out that, I mean, I was listening to something Rick Rubin was saying this morning. He goes, you got to write. If you're not writing for yourself and you're not writing to please yourself, then you're not doing the fucking audience any justice. Because he goes, think about the way they make these movies today that all fucking suck because they're writing for an audience. And the people writing it aren't writing for themselves. You're not doing the audience any justice. When you write for yourself and that's what you do. Like, when you guys are writing all that fucking madball shit and you write that Smoke AD shit right now, that sounds like fire. That shit's great. Like, when you please yourself and you got something good. Hoya, you're a legend. You know what's good. So I write, when I write a song, it's like going to fucking war for me. Because I will go, some songs come right to you, some shit pops. Some shit, take me a fucking month just to write a bridge that works a part that I want to work in together.
I'm the same way. I'm totally the same way.
Yeah. I think all of us that really, truly love writing music, and that's why you are who you are and you did what you did. Fucking A, man. No fucking doubt about it. I grew up fucking listening to you. And I still listen to you.
No, I know. And the same, literally, going through that like right now, because again, writing with more new stuff and stuff like that I'll take a month. Exactly, man. How am I going to get out from this one section to this other section? Right. And then, you got to I tell people, I was like, it's there. It's just a matter of how long you're willing to go look for it. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's the trick with this songwriting stuff.
It fucking is how in are you? How much are you willing to put in? And that's every fucking song that I have, I'm lucky too, because I'm able to, right in this fucking little room right here, I got my studio right here. I got an electric kit right there. So
I hate you for one thing, because you're a drummer and guitarist. You don't need nobody there. I got to use the same fucking 5 loops when I do my demos. My demos all sound like it sounds like if you took all of Lizette Melendez and Lisa's drums and then added my guitar instead of I love it though.
Send that shit to me. Tell me what you want. I'll throw that.
I know next time. Yeah, exactly. No, but that's great. Being a guy that you write the way you write with the guitar, like being a intricate, like going in on guitar, being able to hear it on drums. That's big to be able to let me get this demo off, at least a rough, and kind of get it on wax, get the idea off.
Yeah, that's how it goes. I thank God for that. Having the talent to play. I don't really. You. Some people are born really talented, and some motherfuckers are just mad stubborn, like I am.
Me too. We gotta
for it.
We have to work. Yeah, we gotta work. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't fucking believe me. Like those with the shit that I'm playing, that shit didn't just fucking come. But I've been playing drums for 35 fucking years. So when I'm writing the guitar, that shit's in here already. I go, I just sit down, I lay one track of drums down, I got myself a demo. But it's the guitar work that takes time for you.
Yeah, exactly. Because you could do it. You could add 2 notes, or you could, in between those 2 notes, you could add 10 notes. Now it's like, okay, I hear that shit all the time. I'm like, yo, you could constantly add and make things sound. That's why, a good band is not just plain. They add the little pieces, the little hooks, the little. Maddie Henderson is the guy who put me on to that. Was like the little tags and stuff to wow, that really makes a difference. So it doesn't sound just like taped pieces together, in a song.
There's this one. You'll know exactly what I'm talking. I'll explain to the audience. The pick scrape and set it off. Like, yo,
we call those the seagulls, because he sounded like birds flying. Seagulls. Yeah. Have you ever seen Maddie Henderson say, yo, what's up with those seagulls? Yeah. It was cool.
Maddie Henderson, let me tell you something. That is one guy that has been, cannot have been more of a fucking influence to me. I actually play a chord a lot in fucking Fire is Murder that I call it Matty Henderson. So when my fucking guitar player is not, it's this.
I already know it.
You,
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah, that fucking.
You don't just bar like you add this motherfucker.
Yeah.
And that makes that shit so much harder.
Matty made sounds better, but always had to make it harder to play. I was like, dude, man, I play with 2 strings. Why you got to keep adding all this shit? He's making me work, that guy. But no, let me ask you this, because you're a Metallica fan. Because I've been on a Metallica shit lately.
Oh.
All right, I know it's hard, but you have to pick one Metallica record. What's your Metallica record?
Master of Puppets is the greatest thrash album that has ever and will ever be written.
What do you think is the most slept on Metallica record?
Most slept on Metallica record. I mean, they're so endeared for
I know they're different, but there's some that I'll tell you why. I'll say basically for me, which I loved when it came out, and I re-loved it now. Fucking, except it has no bass. And Justice for All.
Justice for All.
Yo. Listen, I don't know when the last time you heard that record.
Yeah, you know what? I put it on 2 days ago.
I did too, for like the first, and I was hearing Black. I was like, yo, these motherfuckers, man. What, because I'm listening to Chops too, and I'm like, man, nobody beats them in tags and how they go from tempo change. I'm like, but I was like, damn, that record got like really an aggressive. Ooh. Man, I don't know, real unique. It's an ill sound, man. I think it's just it came out at the wrong time.
You know what? That fucking band, bro. That album. That band. If you me and Mike Rio, my drummer. What's up, Mike? Shout out to Mike Rio. Fucking amazing drummer. God bless. I got this guy. We were talking about how they set the standard and bar for everybody else that was big when they put out. I mean, from every record. If I have to say what I think is the most slept on is Kill 'Em All. If you listen to Kill 'Em All, dude, they were fucking babies, bro.
Yeah, that's true. I know you mean.
They created this sound. They didn't can't just say they created thrash metal, because there was so many bands around there that were doing it at that little area in that time. But if you listen to those other bands that were putting those albums out, and you listen to Kill 'Em All, it's so even mature and like it's so well done. Like that fucking, I guess you could give Hetfield the credit for the writing of the way he put things together. And it's like you said, how they go from fucking part to part and those little things in there. And it's like
those doing it young. That's what I'm saying. Is like
they were fucking writing those songs at 16, 17 years old. It's like I hate them for that. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, I think about some of that shit now. Like, I mean, obviously we all started playing young too, but when you look at some of the greats, we know they're hey, how old was Slayer when they wrote, Angel of Death? They would still had to be mad young. Think about it. Nobody cared.
Had to be 18 years old, 19.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you think, and these are like epic songs. Like epic. Like if you like them or not, you know of them. You know of it. It's like, man, and these are kids writing it. Like not like some pop stuff is written by musicians and performed by kids. No, these were written and performed by the kids.
Yeah, there was nobody else in there. I mean, they have producers telling them a little bit, but they wrote.
Yeah, they're playing. They're playing. We all see the motherfuckers playing it. They could always those early Metallica gigs I was watching, like the first show or whatever. You could already hear it. Like, oh, these motherfuckers, they live in a studio. Yeah, there he goes. Good. It's rolling.
You hear me?
What I was telling you, we're good. Okay. What I wanted to tell you, what I was saying before, the band was a band before you got in the band, right?
What, Fire is Murder?
Yeah.
No. Me and Chris Nolan started that shit from scratch.
So you started from fresh. So basically what you were saying was he basically told you, so it was during that pandemic or whatever, you said you have some music or whatever, then he said, fuck it, put something together, right? That's what he, all right. Because I wasn't sure if they had the band and then they told you, hey, write something for us. So it was during the whole thing, you said, I got some music. He was like, fuck it, let's do something. Let's put it together. Yeah. Now, what was but when you putting the songs together, you know how when we all start bands, we all say, "Oh, we want to make a Slayer type suicidal band or a Cro-Mag mix with this." Like, what kind of was the idea? You said you wanted to do something more metallic, which you always kind of did anyway. But like, what do you think it was?
But really, I actually, more than that, that's what I like. That was always what I was doing. I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to add, like we were talking about, like the quicksand, fucking into another still suit, like all that. I started writing, and when I always used to write, just wanted to write a great metallic Slayer song, and fucking, I just kind of let it go, and I really came into my own. And I started writing shit that had a lot of that. I mean, by no means you don't listen to it, you don't think of fucking quicksand at all. But there's parts of it in there that allowed me to just I just write. I don't write for any vision, or I don't write with an idea in mind. I mean, sometimes I go like, all right, I'm feeling this type of a song, but like there's songs on there that like there's a song called Next on the Cross that, like, in the middle of the song, it's got this whole melodic breakdown. And then you got songs a song that's called Broken State starts off, sounds like Madball, and it's got like a fucking heavy, like Madball sound to it. I'm just trying to put in all of my influences and like meld it together to make one crazy sounding sound, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of letting go, and I'm not. The vision was really not to have a vision, and just let it go. I wrote every one of these songs to make the best song that I could make.
Yeah.
Without having a preset idea, you know, and that's kind of the idea, is not having an idea.
Yeah. I go in with it. I definitely later I went in with a broader idea. I just said, I want to do something more metallic, but it's good to not be handcuffed to a sound or whatever. You could kind of do whatever you want. You set the bar on how you come out. You know, if you do everything from jump, you could do everything from forever. Otherwise, you better hope people rock with you, you know, when you decide to grow as a band.
Yeah,
you know?
That's another thing, because now I'm starting to learn how to put a little bit more of that quicksand stuff in there and really learn how to do some more melodic stuff. And whenever I write, it's like I could go from one part that's like, wow, it's melodic, and then boom, right into something that sounds like Injustice for All. And it's just like learning how to make that work together is pretty much the not struggle, but that's like a little bit of what I deal with when I'm writing this.
Yeah. And let me ask you about the studio stuff. So where was the studio located at?
He's in Valley Stream, Long Island.
All right. And how long, what you did in that studio? Did you do all the recordings there, or that? Because I saw that one. You know, I was looking at it on the YouTube, and there's one that has two. You know, you have the intro, whatever. You know how you have different. I guess there's two. They're broken down, and one of the ones had an intro and a track and two other tracks on it. Then you had another, you know, a one like this from another release from the first release or something.
Yeah, well, the first thing that we did, I just recorded on Logic in my room, you know, that's like a demo that we had. That's got like. What's that got? That's got 4 songs on it. That's this little motherfucker right here. And
that's dope too. I like that shit. That logo like that is dope. I never seen that like that.
My boy,
you should have a shirt like that. You have a shirt like that?
Yeah, we do. I got like, this is our new logo. I got a hat.
Yeah, I see it up there. I remember you showed me. Yeah, because that's a cool logo like that.
I got a hat like that.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Nah, it's cool. Like the idea with the fucking, you know, you did but what was the latest one you did in that one? So you did the first one, and then when you went into the studio, you went in for the day and stuff. For how long? What you did? How long? How many days you went in? A day or 2 days?
The EP that we recorded, which I really call the first one, because the other thing was kind of like a demo.
Got you.
We went in there and we did that in 3 days with a couple of extra vocal days.
Got you.
And what the fuck? I'm totally blanking on this. I believe his name was Brian DeMeglio, I believe. I hate doing that and getting people's names wrong in the studio. Drew Stone referred us to him, and he was a great fucking dude. He's a really sweetheart, and he did a good job at recording everything, but we just couldn't get the mix that I wanted.
Yeah.
And before Artie was in the band, Artie Alexander from Damn Your Eyes, before he joined Fire Is Murder, he's been a really good friend of mine for years. He's like, yo, why don't you send it to my boy John Idevio and let him mix it for you. And he brought it out to get it to, kind of like I listen to it now. It's still good. It's good. I like it. And after that, we went into do the Victory of the Saints single, I guess you call it, 2 songs, two-side single with 2 songs. We recorded it from scratch with John. And I went in there and he was just fucking, Hoya, some people just fucking have the talent, man. And this guy, he so quickly knows what the fuck he's doing. And when I need, like, I want to get this out of it, you just fucking, that's it. And he, boom, it's like people got that shit.
It's great. Like, I love hearing when stuff gets put together, when it comes alive in the studio. There's people don't understand when you're not a musician. It's like you see the shit come to life. You're Frankenstein,
Oh my God, it's like your baby being born. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
To me, I ain't got kids. These songs are my fucking kids.
Yeah, no, for sure. And let me ask you, when you put them out, you guys put it out yourselves. How did you end up going about how you get it around? Like how? Because a lot of people, that's how you do it now. It's like. You put it out yourself. But what are some of the why I want to start asking some people this, because a lot of newer bands and people are curious too. Everybody thinks, I need a label, I need this. When no, it's like you got to put it out. So I want to start asking people kind of how do they go about, what are some of the ways you go about trying to spread your word on a level like that, early level. You know what I mean? On a really homegrown level. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's right now. It's at that level. It's real homegrown. It's real fucking DIY. I mean, DistroKid, kid. That's really what we do. That puts it on everything. You go on Spotify. You make
So that's what I'm saying. So hold on. So to get it on all that, what are you using? You guys are uploading it each on that, or you go through is there I know there's servers that help you get your music up on stuff. Do you use anything specific?
Yeah, DistroKid.
Okay, yeah, I was asking because I heard you say it. I wasn't sure. Okay, no, because I know there's a lot of different ones, so it's good to know, And how does that work? How you put your music on there, and how does that whole thing work?
Yeah, you download it to DistroKid. Chris really does most of this stuff. Like
gotcha.
he's like he does the work. I'm just starting to get into it, and everybody's got to be on board. You got to work, Hoya. You got to work fucking hard, man.
Yeah,
I'm like I don't like social media, but I like it to promote our scene.
Yeah.
That's
no.
The best thing you could do, is promote your fucking scene. Promote your scene. It's not just about you and your band and getting out there.
Yeah.
You promote your scene. Your boys do well. That's the best thing you can do for everybody.
For sure.
Is you doing well, and you take
somebody with you,
everybody together. So he does this he puts it on DistroKid, and DistroKid's like a platform that'll shoot it out to like everything else.
Gotcha.
And that puts it on Spotify and Apple Music and all that shit. And Hoya, this is so early right now. Like I'm trying to get it out there.
Of course.
I believe, honestly, I've been in fucking and worked with my fucking heroes, bro. I've been in Agnostic Front. I've been in Maximum Penalty. I've been lucky enough to grace the stage with fucking with Holly, and I've played like a secret fucking Cro-Mags show when me and Joe just jumped there with him. It's in his book. I was lucky enough to play with all these people, but like when you're on a level like this, you're starting it off, and just to get it out there these days, what I find is, I believe in this music more than anything I've ever done, because I've put my entire self into it, and I've worked so fucking hard into it. I'm really fucking proud of it, and I think it's working really well, and I love it. But to get it out there right now, you're dealing with so much saturation. And the sad thing is, for bands that really have their entire heart into it, is you're kind of getting lost in the water unless you got to keep working. You got to keep working it. There's a lot of I'm not talking anybody else down, but there's a lot of bands that, you know, you could hear that they don't put that much into it. And it's if you're not putting your heart, your fucking soul, and every bone in your fucking body into it, then you're not doing yourself justice. And you're not helping anybody else out around you, because you're just adding to the fucking to everybody's just getting lost in the sauce these days, you know?
Yeah, it's hard. It's a weird thing, but it's cool in the way that there's a lot of platforms that you don't need a record company, but there's also, you got to learn the game. You know, all these platforms, how to work the platforms. It's still a look. You know, people don't understand. You can know a million people. It still don't matter. It still don't mean nothing.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
It helps. You remember how many fucking dudes and people we know everywhere. But like, if they're getting bombarded by this band, that band, this band, it's if they don't have the time to like sit there and actually listen and say, "Wow, this is a really good product." It's hard. You got to do it yourself. The only thing you need a record label for is distribution. You need a record label to distribute you and put you in the eyes of people. But they don't want to look at you, and they're not going to bother to look at you. If they see this band, they ain't putting the work into it. And if you haven't been around, like, really fucking working it, they're not going to look at you. And you know what? They don't need that. And you do need a record label, but you don't these days. Yeah. It's hard in that aspect. But it is really cool, like you just said, that you kind of do have the chance to get it up there and put it in the eyes, but you got to really shove it in people's fucking face, or they're not going to see it. And I feel like, but you have to. Like, I feel like, oh, how many times are we going to post this EP? Or how many times are we going to post this? You got to keep doing it, because, you know, you're going to get people that don't. I had one guy I posted, just put a song in the stories. And dude, yo, this track is fucking fire. And I'm like, oh, thank you so much. That guy would have never heard that if I didn't
one at a time. Exactly. That's what people don't understand. It's like, it gets annoying sometimes, but hey, people got to understand, we don't have people doing it for us. We don't have Rolling Stones putting our ads in this stuff. You know, we do everything homegrown. The same thing with me. Everything I do is myself, from who people I've met and learning the game, studying the game. And I hate depending on anybody.
Yo, it's,
you know what I mean?
You're great at it.
You can't, you
work it well.
I'm a work in progress, but I know, like we know, you say it, the main thing, hey, you got to work it. If you ain't working it, the minute you slack, there's 100 people passing you.
Absolutely.
It's just a fact how that shit works. And
persistence.
Yeah, for sure. And then now what's the deal? What's the I know you wanna like, as far as set up anything as far as playing out with the band, like anything like tour wise, or just you got weekends? Like, what's the plan right now?
I mean, the plan is I want to tour the fucking world. I mean, that's the plan. I'm ready to fucking go. We're ready. We're ready to do things. We got mad shows lined up. We got tons of shows. I'm going to be releasing some music in January, some more. That's another thing you got to keep hitting. These kids today, they got so much that's offered at them. You're going to fall lost in the sauce if you don't keep putting music out and keep doing something new.
So, gotcha. But I'm saying you're setting up shows. You got like no tours yet, but you got a bunch of shows set up, weekends, stuff like that.
Yup, I got a bunch of shows. We're playing December 15th at Amityville Music Hall. We're doing a toy drive there with Two Man Advantage and Annihilistics. Cool. I got December 22nd at Lucky 13 with fucking Leeway, Damn Your Eyes, Concrete Ties. Okay. I got December 30th at the Long Beach Brewery, which is a dope place with Submerge and Become One. I'm playing in New Paltz upstate at Snugs on January 9th. On January 20th, I'm playing this Bulletproof Studios with Tim from MOD. And that's in Hallstatt, New Jersey. I'm just working it. You just gotta play everywhere. Everywhere. When you're a young band, just play.
For sure. You got to play, and if you like what you're doing, it shouldn't be a problem. You know what I mean? Or try to make it happen. Obviously, work and stuff, but putting out music. I don't know why if you call yourself a musician, and then I know people that they call themselves musicians, but then they're too busy to put out music.
Then you're not a musician. Some shit. You're too busy doing. That's who you really are. You know what I mean?
Listen, I know exactly. Exactly. I know it all comes out in the sauce, and you ready to tour? What about your band? Is everybody is able to talk? Because you know what I'm noticing now, a lot more. I guess because what happened the last couple of years, so everybody's back to work. it seems harder for newer bands to be able to get everybody on deck to be able to go on the road, especially if you're a little older.
Yes, yes. And like having to work for other people into the process is hard. My band I know is ready to go. And
that's good.
And thank God. And listen, if you can't do this tour, I'm gonna find somebody to fill in that can do this tour, because I am not stopping this train.
Hell yeah.
For anything.
Yeah.
And if it's got to be that way, or go fucking all or go home, because there's you're not going anywhere.
I feel you. I'm on the same boat as you can. And right now you say you're dropping something in January, more music.
Yeah, we're gonna be dropping.
How you gonna do that? You dropping one song? Are you gonna drop some singles at a time, or is it in your head like we have another EP, or you putting out one song at a time? Like what's the battle plan moving forward right now?
I have an entire album's worth of music demoed out, and we're probably just gonna take one song we've been working on right now and release that, and then work on another one. I would like to take that stuff and eventually put a whole album together of that. But like we were talking about, you got to just keep bang. You got to put them out. So we're gonna be releasing a song, just one song in January.
Gotcha.
We'll be recording it, releasing it.
And do you plan? You know what you guys should do? You have to put it to. You have to put it on something like a lyric video. Put something together like that. You got, like, I'm noticing that's the way people play that a lot of music on the YouTube stuff. So they like to have that shit. Yeah, it's like
I love YouTube's my favorite site in the fucking world.
Yeah, me too. And the lyric video stuff. I used to be like, I like real videos, but there's a place for those things. It's like kind of background when people are at work and stuff. So I tell everybody, hey,
yeah. What do you mean, like a lyric video? Is that like where the lyrics are running down?
Yeah, well, you don't got to do lyric. However you hook it up, they put the lyrics of the song where basically you don't, somebody could put it together. You guys don't got to go in the studio and do it. It's basically another way to do videos. But for some reason, people, it's like a standard now. Like, we'll do a video or a lyric video, and people seem to like it. I think because being on platforms like YouTube, they'll have the lyric video. You can read it long or listen to the track and look at it while you're working, but it's a big thing now. You'll notice, you'll see a lot more of you like lyric videos.
There you go. There's something else I've learned in this life from Hoya Rock.
I'm gonna learn. We work in progress.
Watch, I'm gonna do that right now. You're gonna see it.
For sure. But look, you check it out. Put like certain lyric videos, and there's a lot of cool ones because you could be creative and not have to be like a budget for a video. You got. Get a good computer guy or somebody. You could throw pictures. You could. It's basically anything, but having to get everybody in the studio, or like the big production,
do a video and like
get that whole shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I know we're gonna work on this release, and I know I don't know if I can say or plug them. Raise Fist Propaganda. We're gonna be doing a video with.
Cool shit.
But I also put a montage video together.
All that shit is, you gotta hit the YouTubes, all that you need. That's kind of like as important to me in my head. I don't know, super as a Spotify or whatever. Because to me personally, I listen to most of my shit on YouTube. I'll listen to Spotify in the car, but YouTube, I'll constantly let me put this on. Let me see this video in the background. Put the YouTube on the TV.
I do the same thing, Hoya. The exact same thing. The YouTube is a constant on my fucking phone. And my computer here. Always. That's like, I just type the letter Y in, and my computer knows YouTube. Boom.
I hear you. And that's good. So, I'm glad that, number one, I'm glad we were able to make this happen because
thank
right
you
now,
so much.
you know what's up, and I was trying to make this happen. It's been so crazy. And even today was I was like, we got a perfect day. And when you go to the studio, you got to send me footage when you go back, when you go do that, like updates when you go record that shit.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'll send you everything. I always try and do that. I hit you up with it. And
hit me up a couple little 1-2 minute clips when you're in the studio, updates, and we blast that stuff. And
fucking kid, thank you. I like sending that to you because I know you personally as like a big brother, and I like to show you my progress. God, if you're gonna plug it, God, thank you so much.
Yeah, no, for sure. Always the studio shit. That way we kind of like, this one was supposed. We felt we this show we usually put them out and this month everything got shifted, but we usually do it where we know ahead of time, where we kind of line it up with people's releases and stuff, and studio updates with the Hard Corner show. We want to get more people coming in. Even maybe you guys, when you're there, you come on the Hard Corner live for a couple minutes, and we do a live update from the studio type thing.
Whenever
you know what I mean?
Whatever you want, I'm here. I would. It's an honor, bro.
You know what's up, brother? Look it. I'm glad to see you. It's been a minute. You look the fucking same, so that's good. You always the better looking one.
Used to you. Look at you.
You always were the better looking one. Mike, I love you, but Stevie was always the better looking one. And yeah, but I'm happy for you. And really, man, today with the band, man. Again, I heard it before, but today I sat down and listened. I was like, yo, I'm psyched for you. It's some good shit, man. So
it means the world coming from you, Jorge.
Don't downsize so production-wise. You got to match that shit because that shit sounded good. So.
Oh, no, I'm never recording with anybody else ever again.
That sounds great, but I'll let you know what's up, Stevie. Let everybody know where they could get your music, anything, where, where's your stuff at, if they could get merch or Bandcamp, whatever. Where's your stuff at? Let people know. You could go to Bandcamp. We have LinkedIn. We got a LinkedIn page that shows you everything. We're on everything. You go on Spotify, you go on Apple Music, everything. Just type in Fire is Murder. We're obviously. I think we have a Facebook page, but I don't think really people even do that. We're on Instagram, obviously. That shit's everywhere. You can go on any of that. Go right into LinkedIn or Bandcamp or Apple Music, Spotify. It's all over. We got it. Everywhere. Definitely, everybody. Definitely go hit the YouTube. I was just bumping it. It sounds great. You got to go hear that.
We have a YouTube page. I think I'm the only one that listens to it, but
I was listening to the YouTube page. Everybody hit that YouTube page, hit the Bandcamp. The Bandcamp is important for the bands coming up, especially. Make sure you follow them. Stevie, you know what's up? Mad love to you always, my brother. You know what's the deal. It's great to see you. I love you, bro. It's good to see you.
Too,
and hopefully I'm gonna see you soon somewhere. And hopefully we, even playing. You know what I mean? We're gonna do something.
Yo, Fire is Murder. Smoke AD, baby. Let's do it.
All day. You know what's up, everybody? Go get that. Support the fucking scene. Long Island in the building. Stevie Gallo. Now he's an axe man. Forget the drums. It's all about the guitar. Yo, we out of here. Yo, peace. I'll hit you later, right, Stevie?
Peace out, yo.
Peace.